Konnichiwa, Kawaii Critic here to review Fear the Walking Dead episodes 7 and 8 respectively. First the unveiling and then the Children of Wrath. So I had to stay up super late to see both episodes back to back because of my work schedule. And after watching it, it just didn't really make any sense. But I guess I'll let the review talk for itself. So we have this random guy going in the forest. He hears sounds and then he texts it out and then runs. We see then Alicia catching up with Jake, Chucks. She joins him to go see the Walker guy. He drops Pighead. Medicine joins Nick. And then we see Jeremiah get Nick riled up about the situation. Jake then talks with Walker about wanting peace. And then Nick talks with Troy about loss and wanting to join this army group for Troy. We see Alicia talking with, I didn't know it at the time, but it ended up being Ophelia, I believe, who was there all in that camp. Alicia chooses to stay with Walker. Nick cuts his hair. Medicine freaks out. And then we see Walker talks about, or it brings Alicia to the chopper and talks about how he killed Travis. Jake wanted to give them water, that being the son of Jeremiah. I believe he's the older one? I don't know. Anyway, Walker then takes Alicia to this trailer van and he talks about this prophecy stuff. Then we see Jeremiah chat up with Ophelia and says some racist thing or whatever. Then Alicia is grabbed by Nick at the night time, and then Troy kills this guy, and then he kills a few other guys. So Nick is saved by Troy because Nick was in a pretty bad spot. So Madison drives the crew out of Walker's camp. Troy still wanted to give water. Then the Walker guy beats him up and cuts his head open slightly. Walker warns Troy because Ophelia backed him down. So the only reason that Troy is alive is because of Ophelia. So one of the people in Jeremiah's camp sees this motorcycle coming in. They see that it's the crew coming back. Ophelia is back with them. Madison takes them with to the I think it's the infirmary or the armory place, one of those two. Anyways, Nick asked about wanting to attack, and then he wants to go all out, committing suicide attack or whatever. Alicia asked about the wrongdoing of something, or rather. One of the guys we see in the camp is poisoned, and we see a few other the soldiers are poisoned by something or other. Then these people immediately turn into walkers, which is a bit unorthodox because even in The Walking Dead that usually takes a while to happen. Anyways, Madison joins up with Nick and Alicia, and then we see that Nick is also undergoes this sickness, but of course, since he's one of the main characters, he has to survive for now. Then we cut to the next episode, episode 8. We start off with Ophelia in the desert, which immediately made me wonder, what is the timeline of this episode? We see Jeremiah stop her, so I assume that some of this stuff is happening beforehand. This is when Jeremiah says some racist stuff to Ophelia. She passes out. No, wait, yeah, Jeremiah says the racist stuff, okay. So she meets up with this other guy, and then we see a jump cut to Madison attacking Ophelia for some reason. Because I think she put together that Ophelia was the one who poisoned the coffee or whatever. Jeremiah shoots one of the, I think he shot one of the guys. I don't know. That's what I have in my notes, so that's what I'll say. Ophelia was drugged by, yeah, as I mentioned, Ophelia drugged the people at the coffee. Madison and her drive off to go see Walker. Madison makes her threats, and then Walker makes his. Then we see some walkers finally roaming around in the show. It's been forever. Then we cut to Victor, who's searching around some area, and then he sees the boat. He takes out some walkers and stuff. Nick wakes up Troy, uh, who's still pissed. No, it's not Troy, it's the other brother. What's his name? I wrote Troy for some reason, but I meant the other guy, the brother. No, the other brother, I should say. Yeah, he had his head sculpted in the previous episode, but he was completely fine here, so that made no sense. Um, Anyways, Alicia has this plan, supposedly, and then Victor looks around the boat some more. Nick then is united with Troy. Uh, he starts attacking this floorboard, and then he takes something out of it. Walker then lets Ophelia back into his place. And I don't know if I was a part of the flashback. I didn't write that or not, so I don't remember. Anyways, there are these fires started by Madison. So yes, Ophelia's back in their place, and then they set this fire. Nick talks with Jeremiah about the skull he found and the importance of that for whatever reason, and Jeremiah tells him this short story that is, I think it was cut off. Jeremiah sees the crew come in. They want. Then the Madison family wants to discuss for whatever reason the lines that won't be crossed. Uh, then we see Victor over the radio talking to some other guy. We see Walker still wants the ranch after all the thing. Victor takes the boat and moves around some more. He lights the boat on fire eventually. Madison tells her story. Then we see Jeremiah boarding up the house and Madison sort of helping him a bit. So she takes out a gun and then she wants him to kill himself. Then we see Nick kill Jeremiah, and the two brothers then take the body to the car, and then that ends that episode. Oh man, this show is turning into a mess with people instantly healing like it's magic, to thinking that this plan's gonna work. But at least we got a few more walkers. I don't think this is worth staying up for, that's for sure. But anyways, that is my review. So if you enjoyed it, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, everyone. Bye.